Horror movies often play by the book: a haunted house, a ghost, and a final exorcism that wraps everything up. But once in a while comes a film that doesn't just scare you, it stays with you. Baramula on Netflix isn't just another supernatural thriller. It's a haunting journey into loss, memory, and the kind of horror that hides behind silence. Hello everyone, welcome back to Film Relic. Today we are talking about Baramulla, starring the ever-reliable Manav Kaul, Bhasha Sumli, Arista Mehta, Ashwini Kaul, and directed by Aditya Suhas Jambhale, the man who gave us Article 370. The movie opens with a breathtaking shot of a single tulip blooming amidst snow-covered mountains. That serenity quickly turns cold as children begin to disappear in mysterious ways. DSP Ridwan Saeed, played by Manav Kaul, is called in to investigate. He's a man haunted by PTSD, a broken past, and a family that's falling apart under the weight of old scars. Set against the 2016 Kashmir unrest, Baramulla tries the horror of militancy, loss, and the supernatural into a single emotional tapestry. This isn't a ghost story per se, it's a story about ghosts, the ones that's inside and around us. The screenplay, written by Aditya Dhar and Aditya Jambhale, is a masterclass in restraint and realism. It balances psychological trauma and socio-political tension without resorting to melodrama or cliches. What really stands out is how naturally the supernatural elements blend with the emotional and political undercurrents. There is no spoon feeding, everything is shown, not told. If there is one small flaw though, it's that the family dynamic could have used a little more screen time for deeper emotional payoff. But the direction, absolutely stellar. Aditya Jambhale once again proves he's a storyteller with courage, sensitivity, and cinematic precision. Cinematographer Arnold Fernandez captures Kashmir like never before, haunting, beautiful, and brutally real. Every frame feels like a painting. The snow, the mist, the light all tell their own story. The first half might feel slow, but it's deliberate, a slow simmer that leads to a devastating boil. Editor Shiv Kumar Panikar ensures the tension builds organically, letting the final act breathe and break you. When the climax hits, it's like a punch you never saw coming. The performances though are phenomenal. Manav Kaul brings heartbreaking authenticity to Ridwan Saeed. His accent, his poise, his eyes tell a story of deep internal conflict. Bhasha Sumli as Gulnar perfectly complements his anguish, raw, tender and real. But the surprise of Baramulla lies in its child actors. Rohan Singh as Ayan and Arista Mehta as Noori are natural, grounded and unforgettable. And without giving away spoilers, the final scene involving one of the kids, it's devastating. You'll feel the lump in your throat long after the credits roll because of the stellar acting of the kid. The following discussion will contain spoilers, so discontinue watching if you haven't yet watched the movie. In its final act, Baramulla transcends the supernatural. The ambush on Ridwan's house is intercut with flashbacks of a Kashmiri Pandit family's massacre. A powerful, gut-wrenching parallel that exposes the human cost of conflict and hatred. It's a screenplay, acting and editing masterclass and a clever way of showing what the Kashmiri Pandits went through during the betrayal and genocide in 1990. With the important aspect of filmmaking that is show, don't tell, Aditya Jambhale and his team make you feel the pain of genocide. This is what was missing in the Kashmir Files, which although had a minefield of anecdotes and experiences of Kashmir Pandit massacre, did not fully make the audience experience the pain and was just plain preachy. The shot of children touching the lone tulip before disappearing is a savior act cleverly masked as an horror element. If the forgotten event of Hindu genocide needs to be brought into notice of the audience and make them part of the journey, new and creative ways of telling the experiences must be adopted. Where films like Kashmir Files told us what happened, Baramulla makes us experience it, and that difference is everything. Baramulla isn't just a horror film, It's a mirror showing us the horrors of the mind, the horrors of history, and the ghosts that never leave us. It's poetic, unsettling, and beautifully crafted. A slow burn piece of art that proves true terror doesn't need loud screams, it just needs silence. So, if you're tired of formula horror and want a story that blends emotion, history, and supernatural dread, Baramula is your must watch. Because sometimes the real horror isn't out there, it's buried deep within. So, that was my review of Baramula. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Film Relic for more such cinematic deep dives. Until next time, stay curious, stay cinematic.